Ever stumbled across one of those websites promising you free crypto just for clicking a few ads or solving a puzzle? It sounds almost too good to be true, right? The idea of stacking up digital assets without spending a single dollar is super appealing. But how does it really work? Is it some kind of hidden gem, or is it just a massive waste of time? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and find out. So here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to start at the very beginning with the concept of a crypto faucet. Then we'll look at a real-world example, a hub called FaucetPay, to see how it all connects. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of how you actually earn, from the super simple stuff to the more advanced strategies. And finally, we're going to cover the most critical part, the risks and the red flags you absolutely have to know about. All right, let's rewind the clock. This whole idea of earning tiny bits of crypto actually has a pretty fascinating history, which kicks off our first section, explaining the leaky faucet. So this is the big question, isn't it? Can you really, truly get free crypto? And the short answer is yes, you can. But, and this is a huge but, the why behind it and the amounts you get have changed in some pretty unbelievable ways since the early days of Bitcoin. The term everyone uses for this is a crypto faucet. And honestly, it's the perfect analogy. Just imagine a leaky faucet in your kitchen, dripping out one drop of water at a time. Well, these sites do the same thing, but with tiny bits of crypto. Now, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's really just an advertising model. Companies pay these sites for your eyeballs, and the site gives you a tiny slice of that payment as a reward. Now, to really put this all into perspective, you have to hear this. Back in 2010, nobody knew what Bitcoin was. So, to spread the word, one of the lead developers, a guy named Gavin Andresen, created the very first Bitcoin faucet. And get this, for solving one simple CAPTCHA, it gave away 5 full Bitcoins. 5. At today's prices, that's literally a fortune. And that right there just perfectly highlights the massive shift. Today, you're not getting whole coins. You're earning Satoshis, which are the tiniest fraction of a Bitcoin worth way less than a penny. So you have to think of modern faucets as a learning tool, right? A way to play around with crypto without risking your own cash. It is not a real income source. So what happened? Why the big change? Well, as crypto got more popular and valuable, the fees to send it on the blockchain got more expensive. Pretty soon, the fee to send the reward was actually higher than the reward itself. The whole model was completely broken. So the industry came up with a pretty clever solution, microwallets. These are special wallets that operate off-chain, letting them process all these tiny payments instantly with basically zero fees. And this solution is what led to these big, all-in-one micro-wallet hubs. Which brings us to our case study for today, FaucetPay. The best way to think of it is as your central piggy bank, designed to collect all that crypto dust from hundreds of different websites all in one place. When you look at what FaucetPay offers, you see it's way more than just a wallet. You've got the micro-wallet part, of course, but there's also a huge list of over 600 faucets you can use, a dashboard to earn crypto directly on the site, a built-in exchange to swap your coins, and even advanced stuff like staking and an affiliate center. It's really built to cater to everyone, from a total beginner to a seasoned pro. And we're not just talking about Bitcoin here. The real power of these hubs is that they support a ton of different cryptocurrencies. You can collect Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, even Dogecoin, and Tether, and keep it all organized in one spot. It's pretty essential if you want to diversify those tiny earnings. Okay, so you've got your central piggy bank. How do you actually start filling it up? That's what we're diving into now. In Section 3, the different ways you can earn, from simple clicks to more complex tasks. The two easiest ways to start are with faucets and paid-to-click ads, or PTC. With faucets, the common strategy is to build a claim rotation. You just cycle through about 10 or 15 different sites, claiming from each one every few minutes. PTC is even simpler. You just click and view all the ads available each day. Both of these take almost no effort. But if you want to earn more than just tiny fractions of a penny, you have to move up to the offer walls. And this is where the rewards can jump like a lot. Instead of just clicking an ad, you're now doing real tasks for market research companies. Things like filling out surveys, installing an app on your phone, or signing up for a free trial. And this table here gives you a really clear picture of how it works. A quick quiz might only get you a few cents, but if you're willing to install a mobile game and play it until you reach a certain level, you could earn 20 bucks or even more. The takeaway is simple. The reward you get is almost always directly tied to the amount of time and effort you're willing to put in. So all of that is active work, right? You're trading your time for crypto. But what if you wanted to earn passively? Well, for people who want to scale up, that brings us to the more advanced strategies in Section 4, affiliates and staking. An affiliate program, if you use it right, can be a real game changer. You refer new users, and you get a small commission on almost everything they do on the site for life. Now, look closely at this slide. The most interesting part is the commission on wagers. You earn a percentage of the total amount your referral bets in the platform's games, and it doesn't matter if they win or lose. A single active referral can generate a really nice passive income stream. The other advanced route is staking the platform's own utility token, which is called FAY. You can think of it as a profit-sharing program. See, the platform makes money from the house edge on its games, and instead of keeping all that profit, they share a slice of it with everyone who stakes or locks up their FAY tokens. It's a clever way to benefit from the platform's overall success without having to gamble yourself. Okay, we need to have a serious talk now because this is easily the most important part of this entire explainer. While earning a little crypto can be fun, this whole space is absolutely filled with murky waters and serious risks. So let's get into our final section, risks and red flags. Just listen to this. This is a real quote from a user review of a faucet site called Earnbitmoon, and it describes one of the biggest complaints you'll see. People spend hours, sometimes weeks, building up their balance, and then the second they try to withdraw their money, poof, their account gets banned. Using that same site, Earnbitmoon, as a perfect case study of what to avoid, these are the exact kinds of red flags you need to be hunting for. You see low trust scores on review sites, you find a bunch of fraud alert videos about it on YouTube, or you see it's been flagged by a national bank, in this case, the Bank of Russia. Widespread complaints about blocked funds, and no transparency about who even owns the site. These are massive warning signs. So how do you protect yourself? Okay, here are 4 rules. These are non-negotiable. 1. Always enable two-factor authentication. 2. If the site offers it, use address whitelisting. 3. Sign up with a burner email address, not your main one. And 4, and this is the most important one, a real faucet gives you crypto. It will never ask you to deposit your own money to unlock a withdrawal. If they ask you to pay, run. So where does all this leave us? Is the world of micro-earnings a legitimate gateway into the crypto economy? Or is it just a whole lot of work for what amounts to digital pocket change? Honestly, the real answer depends entirely on you. If you're cautious, strategic, and vigilant, it can be a great, risk-free way to learn. If not, it can be a frustrating waste of time. The choice is yours.